Okay, this is Smooth Fuego TV, New Star Radio 98.7 FM, and I'm joined here with
Maverick Sabre.
Now, Maverick, would you like to tell the New Star Radio listeners, Smooth Fuego TV watchers, how you got started?
How I got started, my father was a musician growing up, so I was always brought up around music. If anyone knows any Irish households being brought up with like sessions and stuff like that going on every morning, every night, gives you a good start to music. I was an MC on the Irish hip hop scene from when I was about 14, 15 to 17. And then I moved back to London. I moved back to London when I was 17 and kind of pursued my career from there.
Okay. Now, I have to say, when I first heard you, it's before I'd seen you in anything, straight away, coming from a Jamaican background, I was thinking, this guy's some type of reggae singer and them lines.
Right, yeah.
And then when I found out, it made me laugh a bit because in my family, we call like Irish people the white Jamaicans.
Okay,
and you know the link with Guinness Punch and all them things.
There's definitely a close connection between the two cultures, you know what I mean? The way we speak, everything there's, you know, and I think if you listen back, I was having this conversation with some Irish newspaper the other day. If you look back and you listen to early Irish folk music, and even some folk music now in Ireland, there's a lot of similarities between that and say like early Burning Spear and Dennis Brown. You can see that folk, that storytelling, that struggle, you can kind of hear there's a lot of similarities in it. So yeah, no wonder then the Irish soul's breaking out in that way, you know. Definitely.
And before we start talking about your current single, I want to talk about a collaboration that you done with Joey Badass, because I remember hearing the original with Cully Buds, and then I was thinking, Maverick, how did that collaboration come together?
Well, I someone put me onto Joey ages and ages ago when he was still like 16 or something, when he'd done Survival Tactics, and I'd kind of kept in tune with what he was doing, you know. And someone said to me one day, "Oh, he's after writing your lyrics up on Twitter," and I hadn't really heard much from him apart from Survival Tactics. So I checked him out. I was like, "Oh, he wrote up the lyrics that I need." So I downloaded his mixtape and I clicked with it. Like, that's my kind of hip hop. And why I clicked with it even more was he actually had recorded on that mixtape. He recorded over a couple of beats of an English producer called Lewis Parker that I was a massive fan of, and I actually had done over the same beats when I was 17.
Crazy.
And it was I had it in my vinyl collection and everything. I'd never known anyone else to hear them beat or to use them beats. So I was like, all right, this kid's onto something. And he was serious as well, you know. He had an energy about him that I hadn't heard in a long while, and a flow. So I got in contact with him and we just connected from there. And I think it must have been about maybe a year or so, he had the tune My Youth and said, look, we want to do a UK version of it. I said, all right. Sent over, I recorded my chorus, and then they decided to put that out as the proper single. So I missed the St. Lucia trip by about a day. So that's the annoying thing.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing. I saw the video, I was like, oh Lord, I would have loved to have gone there. Yeah, I missed that by a day. I was trying to get out there, but I couldn't make it. So, but next time.
That's absolutely crazy. Now, you mentioned how he heard your track and he was typing the lyrics. Now, with I Need That got you a lot of attention. How did that make you feel to be having this attention from all over the world, basically, for a track you've done?
Yeah, it made me feel, you know, kind of blessed and honoured. That's a song that I started writing when I was about 16, you know, and I could have maybe 30 different versions of that song. So it was nice to be able to connect with people from different backgrounds and different places in the world with something that I wrote in my bedroom when I was back in Ireland when I was about 16, you know, and that's where the initial, you know, thought process came from. So
crazy. But let's talk about your latest single, Emotion.
Yeah. Now,
describe the single to the Smooth Fuego TV watchers, New Star Radio listeners.
It's a hip hop based soul tune. Hip hop based soul tune. We've got the toughness of the hip hop production underneath something that's very soulful, and me and the producer Stephen McGregor kind of set out to make the tune in that way. And
the genius,
yeah, of course, yeah, the genius, yes, most definite.
I see him working with quite a few UK based acts like Fuse ODG as well.
Yeah, he came over and he was working with a few different people, and I was one that was lucky enough to be able to go back out and go to Kingston and record the tune. So it was nice. Any excuse I can get to go to Jamaica, I'll be over there. If someone wants me to open up a shop or anything, I'll be there. I'll be there. Yeah, so we kind of set out to make the tune, and we sat down and spoke about and went through different ideas, and that's how the tune kind of got created then.
It's crazy, but I don't want to hold you too long. I know you got a really busy day. Now I'm going to ask you one last question, as I come from a community station. We've got a lot of up-and-coming singers, songwriters, producers. What advice could you give them based on your own things which you've experienced?
Follow your heart. Don't let anyone come in conflict with what you believe in. Don't let anyone veer you away from the message you're trying to spread, or the music you're trying to make, and go what you got. Don't allow your vision on what you need to do in your career to be blurred by everybody else's kind of opinions that are based on something totally materialistic or not musical at all. Keep going, keep strong, keep your heart, and dedicate yourself to it.
Okay, well that has been Maverick Sabre for Smooth Fuego TV, New Star Radio 98.7 FM. If you'd like to tell the listeners and the watchers how they can keep up to date with you, all your social networks, Twitter, Facebook, everything, and introduce your track, say the release dates, and we'll go straight into it.
Okay, now not to sound too generic, but my Twitter is @Maverick Sabre, Instagram Maverick Sabre Music, Facebook Maverick Sabre, YouTube page Maverick Sabre, and this is my brand new single, Emotion.